Good morning, students. I hope you all understood the first part of History Lesson 1, that is, Outbreak of World War I and its Aftermath. Students, before entering into the lesson, please note down all the points which is presented in this video. Then only you can revise and understand the continuity of the lesson. In last class, we discussed about the situations leading to the outbreak of the First World War. In this section, we are going to see the Russian Revolution and the formation of an international peace organization, that is League of Nations. Okay, let's start our today's portion. In this section, we are going to see causes, cause and result of World War I. First, causes, European alliances and counter-alliances. In 1900, five of the European great powers were divided into two armed camps. One camp consists of the Central Powers, that is Germany, Austria-Hungary and Italy. The other camp consisted of France and Russia. So the one camp, that is the Central Power, under the guidance of Bismarck, they had formed the Triple Alliance in 1882. The another camp, which is consisted of France and Russia, was formed in 1894 with the promise of mutual help if Germany attacked either of them. The next cause is violent form of nationalism. Nationalism means, with the growth of nationalism, the attitude of my country, right or wrong, I support it, developed. The love for one country demanded hatred for another country. England jingoism, France chauvinism and Germany Kultur were militant forms of nationalism, contributing decisively to the outbreak of war. Another important cause of World War is aggressive attitude of German Emperor. Emperor Kaiser William II of Germany proclaimed that Germany would be the leader of the world. The German Navy was expanded. Because of the aggressive attitude of German Emperor, the World War was started. The next cause is hostility of France towards Germany. Hostility means enmity or feeling of war. France and Germany were old rivals. Bitter memories of the defeat of 1871 and loss of Alsace and Lorraine to Germany rankled in the minds of the French. The next important cause of World War I is Balkan Wars. Turkey was a powerful country in the southwest of Europe in the first half of 18th century. The Ottoman Empire extended over the Balkans and across Hungary to Poland. The empire contained many non-Turkish people in the Balkans. Both the Turks and their subjects of different nationalism in the Balkans indulged in the most frightful massacres and atrocities. The Armenian genocide is a frightful example. At the end of the First Balkan War, Treaty of London was signed. At the end of Second Balkan War, Treaty of Bucharest was signed. Next, immediate cause. The climax to these events in the Balkans occurred in Sarajevo in Bosnia. Archduke Franz Ferdinand, heir to Franz Joseph Emperor Austria-Hungary, was assassinated by Princip, a Bosnian Serb. Austria saw in this an opportunity to eliminate Serbia as an independent state. Germany thought that it should strike first. It declared war on Russia on August 1. Germany had no quarrel with France, but because of Franco-Russian alliance, the German army, which was planning a war against Both France and Russia wanted to use the occasion to its advantage. Next, cause of the war. Two warring camps, that is Central Powers. The warring nations were divided into two. The Central Powers consisted of Germany, Austria-Hungary, Turkey and Bulgaria. Italy, which was earlier with Germany and Austria, had left as an attempt to require Trentino in northeast Italy. Italy remained a neutral country when the war broke out. But it decided to enter the war hoping to gain the territory in the northeast, that is Britain. France and Italy signed the secret Treaty of London in April 1915, by which Italy agreed to enter the war against the Central Powers in return for its territory after the war. The next cause of war is allies. 9 states that opposed the Central Powers were Russia, France, Britain, Italy, the United States, Belgium, Serbia, Romania, and Greece. The next cause is Tsar abortive attempts for peace. Tsar Nicholas II of Russia suggested to the powers that they meet together to bring about an era of universal peace. After the war, the peace conference opened in Paris in January 1990, 2 months after the signing of the armistice. Here, they gave some provisions according to the treaty which included in the country. Next, provisions of the treaty. Here, provision means the action of providing or supplying something for use. So, Germany was found guilty of starting the war, and therefore, Germany was to pay reparation for the loss suffered by the countries. All Central Powers were directed to pay money which was lost by Germany during the First World War. The German army was to be limited to 1 lakh men. Only a small navy was allowed for Germany. The union of Austria and Germany was forbidden. All German colonies became mandated territories under the League of Nations. Germany was forced to revoke the Treaty of Brest-Litovsk with Russia and Bucharest with Bulgaria. Alsace-Lorraine was returned to France. Then northern Schleswig was given to Denmark and some small districts to Belgium. Then Poland was recreated. So these are the provisions of the treaty. Then fallout of the First World War. The First World War left a deep impact on European society and politics. The war had involved and affected far more of the population than in the past. Many people died in the First World War. Many people lost their life in First World War. The outcome in all countries was imbalance between the sexes, a shortage of men. Soldiers came to be placed above civilians. Then, impact on India. The First World War had a significant impact on India. After the war, the soldiers came back with new ideas which had an impact on the Indian society. During the war, India contributed £230 million in cash, over £125 million in loans toward war expenses. India also sent war materials to the value of 250 million pounds. This caused enormous economic distress. There were grain riots as poor people looted shops. Toward the end of the war, India too affected under the worldwide epidemic of influenza. So during the First World War, many people were affected by influenza virus and died because of the virus. The war conditions led to the rise of Home Rule movement in India. The Congress was reunited during the war. India and Indians had taken an active part in the war, believing that Britain would reward Indian loyalty. The another important event in First World War is Russian Revolution. The biggest outcome of the war, the Russian Revolution, was unique in world history. The socio-political and economic conditions prevailing in Russia were brought to a head by the vast losses and sufferings caused by the war. There were really two revolutions in the year, one in November, another one in March. Next, causes of the revolution. First, social causes. In Russia, the Peter the Great Catherine to attempt westernization without changing the social condition. The Russian peasants were serfs tied to lands owned by wealthy Russians. The laborers and workers whose number had increased on account of industrialization were aggrieved as they got very low wages. The thought of revolutionaries was spread by using students. Next, autocracy of the Tsar. Tsar Nicholas II of Roman dynasty had little experience of government. His wife, Tsarina Alexandra, was a dominant personality and Nicholas was under her strong influence. Determined that Russia should not be left out in the scramble for colonial possessions, Nicholas encouraged Russian expansion in Manchuria. On 22nd January 1905, Father Gapon, a priest, organized a march of men, women and children on the Tsar Winter Palace. But police and soldiers fired on the procession. Hundreds were killed and many thousands wounded. The event of this day is known as Bloody Sunday, led to riots, strikes and violence. It leads to opposition to Tsar and dissolution of Duma. The outbreak of the First World War had temporarily strengthened the monarchy as Russia allied to France and Britain. As there was rumor of a palace revolution, Nicholas made himself the commander-in-chief of the army. At the end of 1916, Rasputin, who had a domineering influence over the Tsar and the Tsarina, was murdered by a member of the Tsar family. The next important event is popular uprising. The bread shortages among women textile workers, many with husbands in the army, forced them to go on strike on way and march through the factory areas of Petrograd, the capital of Russian Empire. Masses of women workers demanding bread for workers waved them arms towards factory workers and shouted, "Come out, stop work." The government used the troops to break the strike, but soon mutinies broke out in the barracks. Tsar ordered a declaration of martial law, but because of this event, Nicholas II abdicated. Abdicated means resigned their throne. Next, provisional government. There were two parallel bodies to take on government function. One is called Duma, another one is called Soviet. Duma is a comprising proper trade classes and Soviet is workers' council. The situation changed with the arrival of Lenin. But because of some of the reason, failure of provisional government. Lenin was in Switzerland when the revolution broke out. Lenin wanted continued revolution. His slogan of all power to the Soviets soon won over the workers' leader. Devastated by wartime shortages, the people were attracted by the slogan of bread, peace and land. But the provisional government made two mistakes. One is it postponed a decision on the demand for the redistribution of land. The another mistake is government decided to continue with the war. Frustrated peasant soldiers deserted their post and joined those who had restored to land grabbing. The intensified rising in Petrograd led by Bolsheviks. Then Bolsheviks was taken over by under the leadership of Lenin. Bolshevik Party was renamed as Russian Communist Party. Next, outcome of the revolution. The Russian Communist Party, that is Bolshevik Party, eliminated illiteracy and poverty in Russia within a record time. Russian industry and agriculture developed remarkably. Women were given equal rights, including rights to vote. Industries and banks were nationalized. Land was announced as social property. Land was distributed to poor peasants. Lenin thought the most important factor for the fall of provisional government was its failure to withdraw from World War. So Lenin immediately appealed for peace. In March 1918, the Treaty of Brest-Litovsk was signed. Next, Leagues of Nations. Structure and composition of Leagues of Nations. The Leagues of Nations contains Secretariat, International Labour Organization, Assembly, Council of the League, Permanent Court of Judges. The Secretariat, the permanent civil service of the League, it carried out decisions taken by the Council. International Labour Organization. In this, each member nation sent two government ministers, one employer and one worker. They discussed working conditions and got countries to make improvements. Next, Assembly, held once in a year. All member nations of the League had one vote here. Next, Council of the League, a committee that took major decisions. Most major nations were member. Next, Permanent Court of Justice. 15 judges meet at The Hague in Netherlands. They settled international disputes among countries. Another special commissions in United Nations is drug addiction, health, slavery, help for undeveloped nations, refugees, minorities, mandates and women. So these are the structures and composition of Leagues of Nations. Next, the aim and objectives of the League of Nations. The main aim of Leagues of Nations are the need to maintain peace. So it was started to maintain peace among all the countries in the world. Next, to protect the territorial integrity and independence of states. Next, promotion of diplomacy. Reduction of the arms race. Next, suppression of sea pirates. Pirates means thieves. The next aim is to control drug trafficking and social, political and economic cooperation among all the countries in the world. The next main aim is to improve the condition of workers. So with the help of International Labour Organization, League of Nations improve the condition of workers and to preserve the achievements of the Paris peace settlement. But because of some reasons, the League's caused failure. The reasons are the League had no army of its own. Since it lacked the military power of its own, it could not enforce its decisions. Next, the USA never joined the League and the USSR was not allowed to join in 1920. The 3 permanent council members left the League in 1930. The League seemed to represent the interest of the countries which had won World War I. The economic sanctions against Italy after the invasion of Abyssinia in 1935 did not include it. So these are the major reasons for the failure of Leagues of Nations. Students, I hope you all understood the lesson, the World War I and its aftermath. Here I gave some evaluation. Try to answer this question. They are: write the provisions of the treaty, write about Tsar Nicholas II, write about outcome of the Russian Revolution, list out any 2 causes for the failure of the Leagues of Nations. Note down your doubts. It will be clarified on the day of reopening. Thank you, children.